Here are the answers for the day 4 warm-up. In the day 2 warm-up from this week, we saw some ions, sodium, magnesium, oxide, and fluoride. It's probably evident to you that 2 of these ion names are identical to names of elements, and 2 of the ion names are modifications of names of elements. Question A, which category of elements uses the same names for atoms and ions? That would be metals. The specific examples from the day 2 was sodium and magnesium. Question B, which category of elements modifies the names of atoms when naming ions? Those are the nonmetals. From the day 2 warm-up, we started with an oxygen atom, but when it turned into an ion, the name became oxide. Similarly, starting with a fluorine atom, when it became an ion, the name was changed to fluoride. Question C, what is the modifying suffix used for monatomic nonmetal ions? It is "ide." The names of those nonmetal ions are words that end in "ide." Question D, name the ion formed from each atom and give its symbol. So first, a sulfur atom. Sulfur is in group 6A. It has 6 valence electrons. It easily gains 2 more electrons so that it ends up with 8 valence electrons, which is a very stable structure. So when sulfur gains the additional negatively charged electrons, it becomes a charged particle called an ion. The name sulfur is changed into sulfide, and the symbol for that ion is S with a -2 in the corner. Again, the -2 charge was created by the addition of those extra 2 electrons. Next, a calcium atom. Calcium is a metal. It's in group 2A of the periodic table. A calcium atom has 2 valence electrons. It fairly easily loses those 2 valence electrons, resulting in a more stable particle, because after losing the 2 electrons in its outer energy level, the calcium particle will have a new outer energy level that is completely filled with electrons, and that's a more stable situation. When a calcium atom loses 2 electrons, it becomes a calcium ion with a +2 charge. The symbol is Ca with a +2 in the upper corner. Next, what about when a bromine atom changes into an ion? Bromine is in group 7A. It starts with 7 valence electrons. It easily is able to gain an extra electron so that its outer level has 8, which is a very stable situation. With that extra negatively charged electron, the particle now has a -1 charge. You see the symbol Br with a negative sign in the corner, and the name is bromide. Last, aluminum. Aluminum is a metal. It's in group 3A, so it has 3 valence electrons. It can fairly easily lose those 3 valence electrons, resulting in a more stable particle, because with those 3 electrons gone, aluminum will have a new outer level that is full of electrons. After losing 3 negatively charged electrons, aluminum will now have an overall positive charge. The symbol is Al with a +3 in the corner, and the name of that ion is still aluminum.